Daniel Cormier confirms Magomed Ankalaev fought Alex Pereira with a rib injury. However, DC added that he is uncertain whether the injury ultimately would have changed the outcome of the fight.
First off, let's talk about the injury right away. Magomed Ankalaev did have a rib injury. This is not a lie. This is not an excuse. I know this because prior to the fight, I saw video of him getting injections into his rib to try to help him get to the fight. He was able to hit pads and do cardio essentially for a month and a half before the fight. With that being said, I don't know if the result changes if he was healthy because of the way Pereira fought him. I know some people that are very close to Magomed Ankalaev that said for him not to fight. He wanted to fight. He wanted to go out there and beat Pereira again because he understood how important it was to have a victory over Alex, and 2, over him would have been even a stronger statement as to why he is who he is. But he was not at 100%, but I don't know if he was at 120% if he would have beaten Pereira on that night.
Patchy Mix came up short once again last weekend at UFC 320, losing to Yakov Vikwac via split decision. The loss drops him to 0-2 in the UFC. On the Jackson podcast, TJ Dillashaw revealed that Mix was dealing with several issues leading up to the fight, including a difficult weight cut and a staph infection.
Yeah, I mean, I got a little bit of insight on this as well, too. I got to be there for fight week, and he cuts a lot of weight, man. He gets big. He cuts a lot of weight. I think his training camps, I don't know, I think he might be breaking himself down a lot as well, too. So after weigh-ins, you do the weigh-ins in the morning at 9, and then the ceremonial weigh-ins are like 4 or 5, I think 5 o'clock. And he does not look good when we're going to ceremonial weigh-ins. You should be feeling awesome. You just weighed in, going in, like he's like laying on the ground, like not looking like he's still cutting weight. And then I go back to the bathroom, and he like runs up to go to the bathroom, and same as he's been throwing up since weigh-ins. He can't keep anything down. He's sick. And that's probably a little bit nerves though too, but he couldn't hold nothing down. And then he's talking about how he had staph for the last 2 weeks. He's been on antibiotics. And so it didn't sound like camp went that great, right? And when you're on antibiotics, your cardio is going to suck. And we saw that in the fight, right? So it was a close fight. You know, people had going either way. And he ran out of gas, man. He came out good, got the takedown, but unfortunately his gas tank isn't there. You know, when you're on antibiotics, it really you up, so that could be a factor in it.
Charles Oliveira makes his entrance at the UFC Rio Open workouts. Mateusz Gamrot, on the other hand, was booed at the open workouts. Children welcomed Alex Pereira at a local gym in Brazil, following his victory over Magomed Ankalaev.
E sempre há poucos, né? Pra ver de perto. Olha. É louco, olha. Muito demais.
Rafael Fiziev had to pull out from his fight with Charles Ulberg at UFC Rio due to a knee injury. He recently reposted a video showing himself undergoing shockwave therapy as part of his recovery process.
This is for the car incident. Yeah. This is the go-karting incident. You're next to her, huh? That's crazy. Like T-bone. Yeah, he crashed and then he just straight T-boned him. So this is very nice for him to see. Look how fun look how much fun he's having.
I've been grabbing my neck for the past week. I can feel your foot.
Frankie Edgar was supposed to fight Jimmy Rivera at BKFC 82 last weekend. However, he was forced to pull out due to concerns from the organization's medical team. Frankie is currently 43 years old and was finished in his last 3 fights in the UFC. BKFC president David Feldman reveals Frankie will still get paid despite not fighting. In an interview with MMAfighting.com, Feldman said, "Honestly, I don't even know if he wants to fight with us again. I think he's a little upset with us, as maybe he should be. But at the end of the day, we were looking out for his best interests. He is getting a very, very respectable check. I don't think he's mad at us for that. I think he's mad at us because we took away an opportunity from him. Again, sometimes you have to save fighters from themselves. And I'm not saying that we saved Frankie from himself, but I'm saying for that night, our medical team wasn't prepared for that, and that's why. Will we revisit it? We'll certainly talk to him if he's interested. We'll definitely dive deep, and if we can make it happen, we will. There's a lot of talk right now and things flying around about CTE right now, and actually coming after commissions and coming after promoters for it. That definitely had something to do with our decision. That certainly had something to do with our decision. When we do anything, we're going to weigh the risk and reward. What's the risk? What's the reward? The reward on this one, we didn't think outweighed the risks. That's why we did that. Listen, he promoted it. He went to every appearance I asked him to go to. He did any interview I asked him to go to. He did a watch party at his dad's bar, or uncle's bar, something like that. He really went above and beyond to try to help us, so of course, he had to get taken care of. You know what made me feel good about the situation? When they did post it was canceled, and 99% of fans said thank you. Thank you for looking out for the fighters. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Instead of saying, you screwed over Frankie Edgar. That's a bunch of crap. It didn't go that way, and that's what made me at least feel good that it was the right decision. Kamaru Usman explains why he wants to see the trilogy between Alex Pereira and Magomed Ankalaev.
Yes, of course, I would love to see the trilogy because this Ankalaev Pereira didn't give us his best performance because there was something going on behind closed doors. Ankalaev didn't give us his best performance because there was something going on behind closed doors. This is for all the marbles. You have to govern yourself. I don't care what you're coming into this trilogy fight with. This is it. This is the trilogy fight. You have to govern yourself. We don't hear these things once you win, right?
Yeah.
So Pereira loses the title. We heard what happened, right? Now Ankalaev lost the title and we're hearing what happened. So the third fight, I do believe, is for all the marbles. You have to govern yourself to get to the fight as healthy as possible. This is part of our job. This is what makes our job so damn hard, is to govern yourself and try to get in there as healthy as possible, because there's no excuses, especially if that trilogy fight happens. And I think potentially it could happen because the White House card is not until June. Right now, we're in the beginning of October, November, December, January, February. That's almost 8 months away. So is Pereira willing to sit for 8 months to wait for that card? I don't know. So Ankalaev, I do think Ankalaev is extremely talented. I do think he one of the most well-rounded guys in that division, if not the most well-rounded guy in that division. And so I would love to see a trilogy. If not, then Ankalaev and Yuri Prochazka, I think is a damn good fight.
Israel Adesanya believes Carlos Ulberg should receive the next light heavyweight title shot against Alex Pereira, despite Yuri Prochazka's knockout victory over Khalil Roundtree at UFC 320. Ulberg recently earned a knockout win over Dominic Reyes at UFC Perth. On his YouTube channel, Izzy said, "I still think Carlos should get the next shot because good fight, crazy fight, but if it's Pereira again, they're probably going to give it to Carlos, as they should. I think Carlos versus Alex. I like that. That should be next." Renato Moicano and Gilbert Burns think Merab's resume is better than Khabib's.
Merab is better than Khabib. You can hate me all you want. Merab's resume is better than Khabib.
No,
pound for pound.
Prove me wrong.
His resume definitely is.
Yes.
His resume.
Merab's resume is better than Khabib, my brother.
Merab is
It's just facts.
You can make the argument right now that Merab's the best fighter in the whole
He's
UFC.
the best fighter in the UFC, bro.
Arman Tsarukyan is set to face Dan Hooker at UFC Qatar. In a recent appearance on the Ariel Helwani show, Arman says he does not think Paddy Pimblett can beat Ilia Topuria if they ever fight. He added that he sees himself as the only lightweight capable of beating Topuria, which he believes is why the UFC has been hesitant to arrange a fight between the two.
But could I just ask, I think it should be Ilia versus Paddy. If it wasn't going to be you, Paddy is such a big star, and obviously it's not going to be you right now because you're booked. Do you think Paddy can beat Ilia?
No way.
Do you think
Paddy? Yeah, no, Paddy. Ilia, just me can beat Ilia. That's all for now in our division.
You're the only one?
Right now, yes. And everybody knows that. Even UFC knows that. That's why they're trying to push him as much as possible.
You think they're trying to keep you apart, keep you away from him?
Yeah, but if I go and like perform very well and finish Hooker, they cannot avoid me anymore.
Do you think you have to do something spectacular against Hooker, like get a finish or something so that you're undeniable?
I have to, yeah, to show that I want to fight for the title and I deserve to be there.
Garry guarantees he will finish Belal Muhammad at UFC Qatar.
I was going to say, so this was not going to a decision, right?
I hate that you can even say that. No. Not in a million years.
Merab Dvalishvili's coach Ray Longo shared his thoughts on what makes Merab such an exceptional fighter. Longo believes it comes down to the intangibles, qualities you can't teach, such as Merab's mindset, confidence, and relentless work ethic.
That's the 100%. It's the intangibles that you can't train. I don't give a shit anybody for. He loves what he's doing, and I think now it's part, and that's where I was going before I drifted off, but it's part almost like the Mike Tyson thing now. You know, like you got, like when, you know, Corey said, his coach said, look, he's human too. He's going to get tired like everybody else. Yeah, I don't know about that. You know, like he is going to get tired eventually, but you got to break him. Like, can you get him to get more tired than you? That's the question. And that's going to be a hard thing to do because he's too comfortable in there. He's got a great outlook on life. He's got a great outlook on fighting. And they're up against, you know, the more he goes, the more confidence he gets. It's just, what I've seen, it just gets worse and worse. You could see he opens up. I think he opened up a lot more on the stand-up this time. Yeah. He was attacked. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wouldn't have done that 6 fights ago, even though he could have. But he was very methodical, and even the way he got there, he takes chances at the right times. And again, I think it's his comfortability, and he likes being in there. And I think that's the other tricky thing, Kenny, is he does look normal. And I get it. If you're looking at a tape of the guy, there looks like there's gaps, but something changes once you're in there. And then if you get a little tired and this guy's still pushing, you know what that's like sparring, Kenny. It's the worst feeling in the world.
Alex Pereira has returned to the tire shop he used to work at in Brazil. He posted this to his Instagram. In the caption, he wrote, "Heading back to drinking."
Fala aí, pessoal, como prometido, né? Falei que depois da luta, né? Eu ia voltar na borracharia, o Ankalaev tava certo. A gente tá aqui hoje, né? Aqui marcando presença, como sempre. Sempre quando eu venho pro Brasil, eu venho pra borracharia. E é isso aí, pessoal. E, um lugar aqui tem uma história, muito bonita.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Will Not Lie 369. It's in reference to Jamal Hill praising Alex Pereira. It says, Jamal Hill not having a stupid take is refreshing. The second one's from Zachary Lane. It says Sandhagen versus O'Malley. And And the final one's from Why Use a Handle. It's in reference to Sean Strickland getting married. It says, "Congratulations, Strickland. Our little sociopath is growing up." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.